Hello and welcome to the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. I'm your host, Jen, a middle-aged Michigan mama, wife, and teacher who in 2021 stumbled upon this crazy cool thing called intermittent fasting. And before I knew it, I'd lost 46 pounds in 4 months and gained an incredible lifestyle filled with complete food freedom. If you're hungry for unique, no-nonsense fasting tips that actually work, you're in the right place. So whether you're walking the dog, folding that last load of laundry, or cruising to your 9 to 5, let's start fasting our way to freedom together. Hey there, fasting friends. I am so glad you're here with me today. If you're new to the show, welcome. And if you've been hanging out and loyally listening for the last several months, I want to personally say thank you. I appreciate your love and support more than you know. All right, let's get to it today. In today's episode, I'm going to be giving you 3 intermittent fasting exercise strategies to help you lose more weight and waste less time. Let me ask you, are you taking precious time out of your day to exercise and you're feeling like the scale is still stuck at the same frustrating number? If you answered yes, I totally get it. I've been there. I've done that for lots and lots of years, actually. I used to think the more I exercised, the more weight I would lose. But no, that just really was not the case. Back in 2011, I can't believe it's been that long, but back in 2011, I even ran the Boston Marathon, and for the 6 months of training prior to the race, I kid you not, I seriously did not lose a single pound. Now, I am a firm believer that abs are definitely made in the kitchen and that you can't outrun a bad diet. However, I do think that being strategic with the right kind of exercise at the right time can definitely help you to boost your weight loss results along your intermittent fasting journey. So let's get into it. The 3 strategies that I'm going to share with you today have been game changers for me for sure. They absolutely helped me to lose 46 pounds in 4 months and maintain my weight loss over the last 4 years. Exercise strategy number 1. Start exercising in the fasted state. In January of 2021, I was introduced to and fell madly in love with the intermittent fasting lifestyle. And as I raced and honestly sometimes crawled along my fasting and fitness journey, I magically discovered the power of exercising in the fasted state. And once I started exercising while I was in the fasted state, my weight loss results really started to get exciting. And some weeks I was losing up to 4.5 pounds in 1 week. For so many years, in my 30s and early 40s, I listened to all the famous diet and fitness gurus, experts, whoever, say that, hey, you need to energize your body. In order to do so, you've got to fuel it with healthy, high-carb, protein-rich snacks and fruit smoothies in preparation for your upcoming workout session. I personally spent decades following this advice after reading multiple news articles and all the diet books and all of the fitness magazines that were saying this is what needed to be done. However, now that I have learned about the power of intermittent fasting, I know that eating before a workout is not the best weight loss and exercise strategy for me, and it might not be the best one for you either. So again, I'm not a doctor. I'm just an almost 50-year-old new grandma and PE teacher who just so happened to figure out how to finally stop dieting and lose 46 pounds in 4 months. Honestly, there are so many conflicting weight loss and exercise opinions out there. It gets so overwhelming. So I'm not going to insert some fluff medical study just to try to prove my credibility. Plain and simple, I am just going off of what worked for me, off of my own personal beliefs and experiences. And with that being said, this is what I truly believe happens when you eat something that breaks your fast before a workout. I believe that blood sugar levels increase. I believe that insulin is spiked. I believe that our bodies are forced to burn that carby pre-workout snack instead of our stored fat. But if you exercise while you are in the fasted state, your body has no other choice than to start burning your stored fat, which to me is one of the coolest things ever when it comes to weight loss. Just a simple strategy that can make such a huge difference. It's as simple as that. No snacking before sweating. I say give it a try. I mean, what can it hurt? You may just find that you get super awesome results like I did. I would, however, recommend drinking a tall glass of water before and possibly during your workout to help keep you plenty hydrated. Along my intermittent fasting weight loss journey, I kept a fitness journal, which I believe is another very important tip for success along your intermittent fasting journey. I literally documented everything. So when I started exercising in the fasted state, I was just a few weeks into my journey in January of 2021. At that time, I was already exercising 4 to 6 times per week. However, once I switched to fasted exercise, it absolutely catapulted my results. And the difference truly did blow me away. The reason I know that it really did work for me was because I took the time to document my progress and my journey along the way. And in previous episodes, I've left like my monthly tracking chart. You can find that in my free Facebook group, So What If with Jen. So tracking is very important. Now, here is one more bonus tip to go along with this fasted exercise strategy. Are you ready? It is a big one. All right, so to squeeze the absolute most that you can out of this strategy, I highly recommend working out as far into your fast as you possibly can. So, for example, if I was doing a 20-hour fast for the day, I would try and get my workout in somewhere around the 17th or 18th hour into my fast for the day. It really, really works. Give it a try. And don't worry about not having enough energy for your workout, because within a few weeks of doing this, your body is going to become fat adapted. And once you become a fat burner, you will have more energy than you know what to do with. You really, really will. All right, moving on to game-changing simple exercise strategy number 2. Lose more weight by adding strength training to your exercise routine. If you really want to get the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to exercise, you absolutely need to add in a little strength or resistance training. Cardio exercises are great, but I do believe it is so important to add in 2 to 3 days of strength training as well. Strength training will also help your body burn more calories even after your workout is finished. There are so many ways that you can add strength training to your routine. You can use dumbbells or kettlebells or resistance bands. You can even do it without equipment and just incorporate body weight exercises like push-ups, squats, and lunges. You can do core strengthening moves like planks. Personally, my preferred way to add strength training to my routine is through the use of kettlebells. I did 2 to 3 simple kettlebell routines while I was losing the weight, and I still consistently do them now. I usually just search kettlebell workouts on YouTube a few times a week and just get to it. I first started with a 10-pound kettlebell for my workouts. Then I slowly worked up to a 15-pounder. And now I mix it up and do simple kettlebell routines with 5, 10, and 15-pound kettlebells. I actually keep a set of kettlebells in my gym office at work. During my lunch break, instead of eating, since I do OMAD, I don't eat lunch. I just do my coffee and my sparkling water, and sometimes I've moved on to tea by that time. But I just search up a quick full body kettlebell workout on YouTube, and I work out right there in my office before I drive home for the day and start cooking dinner for my family. Sometimes I do it during my lunch break. Sometimes I do it right after work before I drive home. But 15 or 30 minutes, I can get that done, and I'm well into my fast for the day. I can drive home and then prepare for dinner. My favorite free kettlebell workouts on YouTube are on Carolyn Gervin's channel. I also really like Juice and Toya's kettlebell workouts. So you might be thinking, but what about cardio? Don't we need it to lose more weight? I do think that cardio is very important for both cardiovascular health and weight loss, which is why I try to mix things up during the week and incorporate a few days of both cardio and strength training. As far as when I like to exercise, I almost always work out, like I said, right before I eat my first meal of the day. And as I mentioned before, when you exercise in the fasted state, you're going to be pulling from your fat stores to burn energy instead of from glycogen when you have food in your system. So after I made a conscious effort to add more strength training to my weekly exercise routine, I really did start to notice more muscle definition. Like I said, there are so many resistance training options to choose from. Kettlebells, like I said, are my favorite. I have even added a daily 60-second plank hold to my routine. And wow, what a difference it has made in my core strength and just my overall muscle tone. So I have a few bonus tips to go along with this strategy. First of all, I just want to say that I am in no way, shape, or form sponsored by or affiliated with Beachbody. I do, however, believe that they have some really awesome workout programs. These programs deliver a really fantastic mix of both cardio and strength training. So again, get the best bang for your buck, I guess you could say. Our family pays just over $100 a year for the full subscription, and that gives us full access to all of their workout programs, and there are tons of them. I am not a big fan of working out at public gyms. I never have been, so this is perfect for me. I just head to the basement in my mismatched workout clothes, and sometimes, honestly, I'm working out in my pajamas. I just go down there, I push play on my TV. I now have completed and truly loved many of the Beachbody programs. A few of my favorites are Morning Meltdown 100, P90X. It's an oldie but a goodie. And Core to Force. That's a really good one too. So again, getting back to kettlebell workouts, I love my kettlebell strength training workouts. And I know I mentioned Carolyn Gervin. She is seriously the bomb when it comes to being an online trainer, when it comes to free but very effective online workouts. She has short ones, long ones, full body ones, you name it, she's got it. Just search kettlebell workout Carolyn Gervin on YouTube, and you will quickly see what I am talking about. You cannot go wrong with any of her workout videos. Again, Juice and Toya. They have some good ones. And what I like about them is they have kettlebell workouts. They also have HIIT workouts, which are great to incorporate into your intermittent fasting plan. Some Tabata, things like that. So I'll leave the link in the show notes to my absolute favorite kettlebell workout of Carolyn Gervin's. It's a great full body muscle strength building workout. I usually save it for days when I'm short on time because it's only 15 minutes long. I only know Caroline from watching her on screen in my basement, in my living room, or on my laptop when I'm at work in my office or I'm away at vacation. But she's fantastic, and I'm thrilled to promote her videos anytime because she has helped me so much along my weight loss and fitness journey, and I really hope that she can help you too. And if you're out there listening, Caroline, thank you so much. You are amazing, and I sincerely appreciate you. Finally, we have come to simple exercise strategy number 3 that will help boost your results along your IF journey. And that is to relax, distract, and just have fun. So let's be brutally honest for a minute here. With the exception of a few people that claim that they exercise for fun, yeah, right? Most people, myself included, exercise to lose weight and to get healthy, or better yet, both. But let's get back to being brutally honest. For years, I had days when I genuinely dreaded the thought of working out. Dragging my body to the basement to work out or hitting the pavement for a run was the absolute last thing I wanted to do. All joking aside, though, if you truly hate working out, you probably aren't going to do it. And if you aren't moving, you probably aren't losing either. I have stayed pretty active throughout my life, and I do believe that exercise is very important for a variety of reasons. What I have learned recently, though, and this is very encouraging, what I've learned is that you don't have to be a crazy workout fanatic to lose weight, to see results. You really, really don't. What you can do is relax a little bit. Take a chill pill. It's time to come to terms with the fact that abs really are made in the kitchen. There's no denying exercise is important. However, I do believe it's a small sliver in the weight loss pie. Diet and staying consistent with your fasting plan and schedule is the clear winner here. And in the grand scheme of things, we can kind of calm down a little bit and relax. So it just means that you can relax and leave the 90-minute grueling sweat sessions to the crazies out there who love to exercise for fun. I'm making quotation marks with my fingers right now. I can tell you that I personally have been able to maintain my weight loss almost 4 years now by incorporating just 15, sometimes 20, sometimes 30, at the max 40 minutes of low impact exercise 4 to 5 times a week. All right, next, distract. How many times have you been working out and the whole time you're thinking about all of the things that you need or want to do? What I have found that works for me is to distract myself with entertainment. Since you're not having to do this grueling workout, I like to put a mindless but entertaining show or a movie on the television that's right in front of my treadmill. Or like I might do my kettlebell workout. I will mute I put it on my laptop, search something up, and put, like I said, right in front of the TV. So I find that it makes me feel like I can run or work out forever. I'm just having a blast because I'm getting my workout in and I'm being entertained at the same time. So music can also be a great way to rid distractions in your mind and kind of groove you back into exercise mode. And, Just find something that works for you and don't stress about it. Finally, just have fun. Who says you have to complete an official workout to check off workout complete on your to-do list? No way. You don't have to do that. You will honestly lose more weight if you are having fun while you are moving your body. So why not have fun taking your dog for a walk, or maybe do some gardening? I don't know. What is your favorite way to have fun while you are moving? I would love to hear from you on that, because I'm always looking for new ideas. So there you have it. Although it has taken me a few decades, I do finally feel like I've cracked some kind of secret code on this whole weight loss thing, but not just weight loss. I feel like I've cracked the code on long-term, sustainable weight loss. The discovery of intermittent fasting is still my number one game-changing discovery, but adding in these 3 exercise strategies have made my weight loss and my fitness journey so much more successful. So, if you are looking to lose more weight and waste less time along your intermittent fasting journey, consider adding in these 3 exercise strategies. Number 1, start exercising in the fasted state. Number 2, don't forget about strength training. Shoot for 2 to 3 days each week. And finally, number 3, relax, distract, and just have fun. Thanks so much for listening, my fabulous fasting friends. I would love to connect with you personally and hear all about how your intermittent fasting journey is going. Please feel free to reach out and connect with me on my website, sowhatifwithjen.com, or you can find me on Pinterest and YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And remember, bathing suit weather is quickly approaching. If you are ready to get serious and you want to take the next 6 weeks to go through my video course where I give you all of my tips and my tricks and my recipes and every little thing I did to lose 46 pounds in 4 months, all in one place that you've got that you can review at any time, you can get my course. It normally retails for $49, but if you use the code GEMS10, GEMS10 at checkout, you can get it for $39. And once you get it, it's yours forever, including all future updates and all of that good stuff. All right, everybody, I hope you have a super spectacular day, and I'll catch up with you in the next episode. Bye. Hey, thank you so much for choosing to spend part of your day listening to this episode of the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. If you think these tips could help a friend or a family member, please consider sharing this episode with them. And if you really enjoyed the show, taking a minute or 2 to leave a positive review would be so appreciated. Tune in for new 15 to 25-minute episodes released on the 10th, 20th, and 30th of each month. Episodes will feature solo shows filled with IF hacks that have worked for me, as well as episodes where I get to chat with fun folks of all ages who've experienced incredible success with intermittent fasting. If you have questions or want more unique intermittent fasting health and weight loss tips, tricks, and recipes, please visit my website and blog at sowhatifwithjen.com. Finally, we'd love to welcome you into our free intermittent fasting Facebook support group, So What If with Jen. Find all of these links in the show notes below. And as always, I hope you spend your day loving without fear and laughing until your cheeks hurt.